Hello and welcome back to the next video in Mrs. Claus Creative Christmas. We are kicking it off today with making a wand, which I always like to do at events and anytime we kick off a new series, to do a special wand for that series. And then also I'm going to be showing you the journal that I'll be using for Christmas, and I will be putting it somewhat together because we're going to be doing that together on this video series. So let's kick off with making a wand. I am using everything from my stash for this. I have pencils, I have old paintbrushes that I don't use anymore. I have this fun little pen that would be really cute to add something to the tip of. So oh, and here's a straw. Now, I have used a straw in the past. Sometimes I like to put like a dowel stick in there for support, but today I'm going to be using this pencil. It's an old, well, no, it's not that old, but I'm going to be using a pencil because it's got a little stick on it and you can decorate it up to your heart's content. So the other thing I found, I went through, one of the stashes I have of many Christmas items is this train trunk. Sorry, the dust, it's been under my I'll try to clean it off a little bit, but it's been under my, I have a long church pew in my dining area, and I have all my train cases under there, and so I try to keep it dusted, but you know how the little dust bunnies like to get. So I have this whole thing that I could be using in my journal. So yeah, so that's kind of like my thought process of using the stash along with the Christmas kit that we have. So like, I love this. Like, I've gotten lots of like Happy Mail that I want to use. I've got old die cut sets that need to be used. So I'm sure you guys are kind of like this as well, where you have just this huge stash of fun different trims. Yeah, like, and it's just kind of thrown in this one of the box. This is one of many. I'm not saying I have a ton, but I probably have like 3 or 4 little boxes. But this is stuff that I kind of, and we're going to be doing that together too, where once you kind of get an idea of what you want to do in your journal, I like to make up at least a little box that I can carry, which would be this one, from spot to spot to add those elements to your journal. And you play with some things that you've probably been wanting to play with for a while. So I also found, like, I was going to use a piece of heavy cardstock for my wand. I do have my hot glue gun going over here, but I found this in here. I think it was like an old box or house or something. Oh, I think it's a house, but I'm just going to use it as to create whatever I want to do on the end. So you could do a star, a heart. There's so many different other things that you could do for your top of your your wand. You could do a little fuzzy little pom-poms on the end and make those, and then put some jingles on there. So really, it's whatever your heart desires. Mine today, I'm going to go ahead and do a heart. I also thought about you know, the little train that came in the kit. I thought about using that, but I'm actually going to put it as a part of my charm. So so yeah, so that's not gonna work because I want to use it as a charm, part of my charm. So okay, so I'm going to be using a pencil for my wand, and I'm just going to draw me a wonky star because I'm kind of into the wonkiness versus perfection. Aren't we all? Okay, so that's my star. I'm going to get my scissors out. And I doubled it up because I want it to be sturdy, and I'm going to be putting it on both sides of my pencil. I had thought about using cardboard, like regular cardboard from like an Amazon box, but I figured it was going to be really thick to cut, and even though it's going to be very sturdy, that would definitely work too. Okay, so I have this. Had some innards in there as well. And if you wanted to make it a little more oops, hope I don't start messing it up. Trying to fix it, you know? Anybody ever done that where they're like, oh, let me fix it, and then they end up messing it up more. So let me see if I can cut this. Well, how did I, in the world did I do that? I thought it was exactly the same. Like I said, or you could use a template, which I could have done that as well. I have a star wand, I have a star pen over here that I could have used as a sample, but it's okay. Because I'm going to be covering this little star with tinsel. Alright, so you have your star. I'm going to be putting my pencil in the middle. I have my hot glue gun going and it's already heated up. And the reason I use this pencil is because it's already Christmas themed. I also had thought about going more authentic and using a branch out in the yard. Believe me, I was looking as I was walking around in the yard yesterday for a perfectly good branch. Okay, as you can see, it's not perfect, which is totally fine because we're going to be covering that up. I'm going to trim this up. Okay, sip of coffee. Let me get out my trim, my tinsel. I actually picked this tinsel up at Walmart, you guys, and this is actually pretty good because some of it, for me, for crafting, this is perfect. It's not too thick, but it's not too thin that it looks weird, you know? And so, but I did get this at Walmart and it was 99 cents. So, and they had the 4 colors, gold, silver, green, and red. Okay. And I'm just going to outline it and pop this on there. Now this glue gun does melt this tinsel, you guys, so just kind of keep that in mind. But there's so much to this tinsel that it's very forgiving in the fact that if it gets burnt a little, there's lots more to take its place, you know? And I'm kind of like doubling it up a little bit as it goes down, you know, like kind of going up, going down, and then I'm going to come back up. Then I'm going to go back down. And I will be adding probably something to the middle. And then we're going to go back up. Now you might say it lost its star shape, and it did to an extent, but it's still a wonky looking star if you ask me, right? And then we're going to just repeat that to the back. And you know, if you don't want to do a star, you could do like a circle. I probably wouldn't mind doing a circle also. Start down here so I have that, don't have that end piece just poking out there. Ooh, it got hot there in the middle. This hot glue gun dries so quick. There we go. Oops. Okay, maybe I need to bring it down. I was like, what happened? Did I not bring it? Or maybe the glue dried too fast. Look all the way to the tip there. I'm fighting with this tinsel, and I think it's winning. Okay, let's see here. I know we just discovered, well, on our trip to, I hope my head's not getting in the way. I noticed lately on a lot of my videos, my head's getting in the way. And I literally have just pulled my hair back this morning. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to put the tinsel away for a second. Whee! Twinkle twinkle. Okay. Then I even thought about, I could put my little gingerbread man in there. I could put this little ornament. I could put a cute little gift, which would be cute. I am going to glue in one of these little snow-covered cranberries on the bottom here. I'm just pulling that out of the kit box. Pom-poms work great for this too. Let's see if I can squeeze it in there a little bit more. Hope it stays. If not, I should have punched it like a little hole with my scissors. Let me do that. Because this is styrofoam, so okay, let me do that. Oh look, it stays already, but I'm going to add a little bit of glue in there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to my stash box, and I'm going to see what I have in here, because Lord knows I have lots of things that could probably work. Oh, here's these cute little gingerbread too. And you could do like a little cluster of stuff. What's in here? I usually have little bags of stuff. Let's see what's in this bag. Let's pull this bag out. Oh my goodness. If y'all are here from one of the last times we did the Funky Junky, oh my gosh, this is like heavenly. Look at all this stuff in here. This is stuff that I've just like kept in my, stash. Don't get rid of things, right? So this is just like tons of Christmas stash stuff. You know we love our Santa. A cute little vintage Santa. We could do like a little cluster here too on our wand if we wanted to. I'm just pulling out some things. I'm going to come over here to my drawer, I'm just playing around, seeing what would work. I like the little holly leaves. This will be good for your for the kit that for our wreath when we do it as well. I think I'm going to see what this looks like. Excuse me. See if I have a little, oh looky here, this cute little peppermint. Could be a whole little candy theme going on here. I think I'm good with that. Just like a little candy theme. I think I'm just gonna stick with that. I can always add, oh look, here's a little deer. I knew I had these little deer somewhere, but I want to really kind of make them into like a little charm. But even this as the sole, like center, that would be really cute too. Okay, I'm going to go with that. Whoops. I'm going to keep this little bag handy because I'm going to go ahead and stick my other trinkets in there, because we're gonna need trinkets, you guys. That's another thing. And that bag is full of trinkets. Let's put this over here. Put my pencil back. Okay. Especially with this Mrs. Claus theme of baking spirits bright that I'm kind of going with. This works out perfectly with this little dude here. Little gingerbread guy. And you know I'm going to have to add a bell, but I would come. Oh, I don't want to lose that trinket. So there you have it. And you know, yeah, I'm definitely going to need a bell. Okay, let's do that real quick. Okay, bells. Now I know I have a lot of bells, but let's go to the little trinket. Oh, this would even be really cute. Okay, we gotta add a bow too. Now I have a bell in here. And then I think what I want to do is add a little charm on the end. Okay. So when I do things like this, I just put a little bit of glue at the very top, right? And then I push this up. Into that glue. And string my bell on. I'm going to have it dangle just a little bit. And you know, this could be something that, as like with other charms, you keep a string on there. I didn't catch that glue up there, but I'll fix it with the bow. And then if you wanted to add things as you went along, I don't know if this is going to fit in here. No, it's going to be a tight squeeze, so I think I'll just kind of put some pony beads on the end here. Who remembers these beads? I mean, I know they're not really old, but I was looking for them the other day when I wanted to make something. I can't remember what I was wanting to add it to, and I could not find them, and I didn't know what they were called. Well, when I went to Claudette's, I'm gonna have to, excuse me, add a little moisture to the tip to get this going, but it doesn't want to go in there either. Okay, it keeps these two twines keep undoing themselves. I know you will want to go in there if you just had a little bit of patience. Okay, and so, but anyway, she had them at Claudette's, and she even said that she was having a hard time she doesn't have any more. All she has is what she has in stock, because the vendor that she normally gets them from is no longer selling them. I'm going to put this little charm on the end that's a little gingerbread star cookie. So yeah, the wand is a great way also to kind of kick off your theme for your kit. For your Christmas. Oh my goodness. I need to just tape it and be done with it. You see, every time I cut it, it frays, but let's try this one more time. There we go. Thank you. Okay, let's see how long we want this little guy. Probably right there. One more time. I'm tying it in a knot around with the pony bead. Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm gonna go ahead and trim these off because I think I'm good with. If I wanted to add more charms or anything like that, I can do that. Okay, so let's go back up here where it's being stubborn and not gluing itself up there, and we're going to fix that. I'm trying to find the top there. Okay, So I'm going to put a nice amount of glue. I'm going to use my scissors so I don't burn my finger, and shove that string up there. And then I'm going to take my bow, my sparkly bow, put some glue on it, and there we have it. Alright, we have our wand, you guys, and it jingles. Alright, so the next video I'm going to be talking about the journal I'm going to be using, and so I'm going to go ahead and say goodbye for this video, and then I'm going to have another video actually coming up, because I know that you guys are anxious to start your journals, and I am too, and so I want to kind of do an introduction of what I'm going to do. I totally went off and did something completely different than what I had planned on doing. I opened my drawer of journals that I like to pick out. This has like my composition books, etc. in there, and this one just popped in my face, and I was like, I'm going to use that. And so I will be back with that video and show you guys what I'll be doing. Alright, have a super sparkly day. Bye-bye.